Educator and Competent Leadership Awards. And his mission here at Carrollwood Toastmasters is become a more effective speaker and leader to help us to be more effective and to build our greatest bodies. We use the word greatest, John, but that's okay because I've seen Frank. He's pretty good. And also our greatest lives through his company, Frank Ridge Fitness. Please welcome him this evening as he gives his Pathways Icebreaker. Frank Ridge.
I promise Meg and I did not plan this, okay? But friends, fellows, Toastmasters, and guests, by a show of hands, who here enjoys eating meat? Okay, great. Well, you guys are in for a lot of fun tonight. And just to keep things fair, do we have any vegetarians? Okay, I hope I don't offend you this evening. But as James introduced me, and as most of you know, I do make my living working in the health and fitness industry. I have an online e-fitness publishing company. We produce training programs, manuals, and I do some online coaching. And part of my profession, part of my job, is to maintain a certain level of health and fitness, not just from a performance aspect, but also from the aesthetics. The way that I look, the way that I feel, the way that I present myself. It's always been something that I've held a very high standard for myself. Well, towards the end of last year, probably would say maybe the 3 or 4 months to end the year, I allowed myself to get caught up in many other things other than my fitness. I was working extremely hard and launching one company. I was closing down another company at the time. And really my time spent in the gym kind of became secondary to me. Because of this, I ended the year kind of looking at myself in the mirror and evaluating if I was really holding myself to the standards that I've always kept. And that answer was no, I wasn't. I wasn't a representation of what Frank Ridge Fitness is really about. I wasn't holding myself to living my greatest life and living my greatest physique. So I knew I had to make a change. And being in the industry as long as I have, I can tell you that I've tried all the diets out there. I've done your ketogenic diet, which is becoming extremely popular today. I've done your low carbs, your high carbs, high fats. I've eaten 6,000 calories to try to bulk and put on muscle. I've never dabbled in just eating plants, so that would be the one that I haven't done. But I wanted to try something new. I wanted to try something really, really extreme for 30 days to see what I could do in that short period of time, not just with my physique, but also how could it affect and improve the rest of my life. In a diet that was introduced to me about a year ago when I was doing research for my girlfriend who suffers from rheumatoid arthritis, was something known as the carnivore diet. So what is the carnivore diet? Well, it's as simple and easy as it sounds. It's a meat-based diet. There's 3 ways that people are going about implementing this diet into their lifestyle. And tier 1, the first way that they're doing it, is simply eating anything that the original source came from an animal. You have your red meat, your poultry, your fish, turkey, eggs are okay, creams, butters, and anything as far as dairy. Now people do try to minimize the dairy, especially if you suffer from digestive issues, but it is okay on a carnivore diet. Now tier 2, the second way that people are using this diet is just by simply eating any and all meats. So they've eliminated the creams, butters, they've eliminated the eggs from their diet. And I want to say they probably consume on average about 70% red meat and the rest coming from fish and poultry. Now the third tier, and what may seem as the most extreme to people is actually what I'm doing, and that's a strictly red meat-based diet. So about 17, tomorrow will be day 17 for me. And in just over 2 short weeks, I dropped 15 pounds of body fat, which equates to over 5% body fat on my physique. Now, obviously, I started at 255 pounds, so I had quite a bit of weight to lose. So I'm not going to tell somebody that is starting at a different level than me that you're going to experience that type of rapid weight loss, but you're going to do pretty well for yourself. And I'm not here pitching this diet. I'm not recommending this to anybody. I'm sharing my experiences with it. I can't go into a lot of the detail on the science and research behind it because I was only given 6 minutes tonight. But if you have questions, feel free to sidebar me, pull me in the back, and if you really are curious about how this may work for somebody like yourself. Now I want to touch on some of the other benefits that I'm getting from it as well. I was somebody that had to consume close to a pot of coffee every single day. From the minute I woke up, it was the first thing, second thing I put in my body after about a quart of water. But I would continuously drink coffee and caffeine till about 7, 8 o'clock at night. Now this was just to keep me focused, keep me up during the day. I've eliminated that in 2 weeks. I haven't had a sip of caffeine in over 2 weeks. I was also somebody that while drinking a pot of coffee, had to take a 45-minute to hour nap every single day at around 2 o'clock. I wake up extremely early and I usually work very late, so I would try to squeeze this into the middle of the day. I haven't laid down and tried to take a nap other than this past Saturday when I forced myself to do it. But the diet is working. I can't really stand up here and tell you anything negative about it. Like I said, I'm not here pitching it, presenting it. I was given a speech tonight to introduce myself, and this is the newest thing going on in the world of Frank Rich, so I wanted to share some of that with you. Now, my productivity is increasing. One thing I am also noticing is my performance in the gym. This is something that I've tracked for years, and my weights are going up, I'm getting stronger, and I'm building muscle without eating any carbohydrates. So that's me. Frank Rich is on a plan these next 30 days. I'm excited because I'm 15 pounds down now, and I know it's going to be somewhere in the 20 to 25 pound range. But it's opening me up as a professional to a lot of new opportunities. I'm now experimenting with people that are close to me. I have a few clients that I'm going on it as well. So I'm looking forward to continuing on this journey, continuing to learn, and hopefully be able to share some more with you guys. Thank you.
As a bona fide media to myself, I have to commend you for your presentation. And I have to let Don Prue, the evaluator, know he gave me a wonderful introduction, including presentation mastery is the pathway that he's on, and the title of his speech, My Journey to Carnivore. But I neglected to mention that, so don't beat up any points for that. Let's take a minute to give Frank Rich some feedback on his presentation about why he loves